Alexa, off. What's up, fellas? It has actually been way too long, like absurdly too long. I'm sorry. I have actually been MIA from basically the entirety of social media other than Instagram, so. As you can tell, I did lose my voice. I went to USA's this past weekend and it involved a lot of cheering, a lot of late nights, and just a lot of screaming because my friends are really loud and I need to outshine them. So I'm about to have the busiest summer of my entire life and it's stressing me out. I have 1 week back at home right now. Not even a week. I have like 4 more days back at home and then I'm basically gone for 2 months straight, maybe not 2 months, 6 weeks straight. Going to Boulder for New Gen Camp for a week. And then immediately after that, I'm going to Philly and the Jersey Shore for like 10 days probably. And then I have about 3 days back at home. And then I'm going to Europe for 3 weeks. I'm going to Rome, Mykonos, Vienna, Budapest to go watch Worlds and some of my friends race. And literally like 20 of my Portland friends are gonna be at Worlds in Budapest and we rented out like this entire villa. It's gonna be a movie. And then after that, we're going to Malta. We got some yachts planned. Like it's gonna be a insane trip, expensive trip nonetheless. But I've never really been to Europe. I've only been to Poland for the World Mountain Running Championships, which I don't really count because I was like 17 and I was there for like 3 days and I don't really remember any of it. So yeah, this is like my first international trip like with my friends and stuff. Anyways, I was gonna post a YouTube video like a couple weeks ago just talking about like what my plans were for this summer. So let me just insert like the clip here because I didn't end up editing the video or posting it. So I'll just place it right here. I will say though, ever since I got my coffee machine, I have been not spending $7 a day. It's amazing. So that makes me feel a little bit better. But instead I've been spending hundreds of dollars on everything else. That's like one of my biggest life updates is that I feel like my social life is absolutely popping off the charts. You know, I've always had like friends, a big friend group, even when I was like living in Portland, like I was hanging out with my friends all the time, but I just feel like I am living it up right now. Like truly, I've been living life to the fullest. I feel like, you know, I'm hanging out with like so many friends. I feel like I'm just trying new restaurants, trying new bars in San Diego. I really feel like I'm having so much fun. And I feel like, I mean, I've said this in a lot of my videos, but I feel like I've had a lot of like depressive episodes after college or whatever, and they've lasted like a long time. And I actually feel like for the first time since high school, I feel fully like myself, which I've been feeling like for a while, but I just feel like I'm enjoying my life a lot. I don't know if it's just like getting older, you know, having a little bit more like disposable income when you're older and being able to do more things. I've lived a lot of different places and met a lot of cool people. I just feel like I have so many good friends. I talk to my siblings like every single day. And instead of like sitting and rotting in my room like I did for the last like 4 years, I feel like I'm actually going out and doing stuff every single day and making a point to do it. Even if that means spending like a lot more money, I just feel so much happier. And I feel like now's the time to do it. You know, I'm 26. Like when else am I gonna have this opportunity to really live my life, you know? Like again, I've been spending a lot of money and I wouldn't say like this year has been very good for me like business wise. I feel like I haven't really like worked on any specific projects or even just like personal development. I feel like I haven't really done that much, but I feel like I'm just enjoying this year. And I think that's going to be like the name of the game for the next couple months ahead, at least for like through the summer, since I am traveling so much. Like I just want to like really enjoy it and not stress out about work, not stress out about fitness either. Like after I got injured this winter with my back, which is like fully healed now, everything feels great. Part of me like definitely wants to like train again and train for something. And I was even thinking about doing a marathon this fall just for fun, but I think because of my summer, just it being so busy and like, I just want to be way more well-rounded this year. And I just don't think when it comes to like running and training for an event, I get so in my head, I get so all or nothing where I feel like I let go of every other element of my life and it just turns into just like running, eating, and sleeping, which is like great. But that was my life for so long growing up that I feel like I need to do other things. I need to find other ways of enjoying my life rather than finding like only fulfillment in running, which it has been for like the last, I don't know, 25 years of my life. Is like running is the only thing that like really makes me feel like satisfied. And part of it, like I definitely will always have that attachment to it. But I think just really expanding my social life and just connecting with people this year and just putting a focus on that, like I have found so much enjoyment out of that. that I kind of want to prioritize that over like training for anything this year, if that makes sense. Like, I just don't know if I'm in the right headspace to want to give up all of that, like give up my entire social life, like going out on Friday nights and just like forcing myself to do a long run if I don't necessarily want to the next day. Like, I just don't think I'm in that phase right now. And I beat myself up for it like all the time, because as runners, I feel like, you know, when you get injured, then you cross train super hard and then you come back right away. And that's been my routine for my entire life. And that's like the normal, typical routine for someone that's like a runner and is training for stuff. But I think in my adult life, like I can just be more fluid with it. It's not like I have to come back immediately if I don't want to. I don't have to force myself to do anything because I am doing this by choice and for fun. And yeah, I think, I don't know, it's more just like a personal acceptance of just saying it's okay to not want to train for anything right now, even though I thought like I would want to, especially because I was just loving it last fall. I just figured that I would want to like go straight back into it when I was healthy again, and it just has not been the case at all. And I found enjoyment like in the other areas of my life right now. So I think I just need to mentally accept that that's okay and move forward with that this summer. Yeah, like running just doesn't have to be all consuming. And I think because it is a sport that when you do kind of make it your whole life, you do better because it just takes a lot of sacrifice. But I just don't want it to be my whole life anymore. I want to enjoy it and I want it to be part of my life for sure. Obviously, it always will be, but I just don't want it to suck the soul out of me anymore. And I don't want to be known as just like Emma the runner. And I feel like that's been my whole life. And I just want to be way less one-dimensional when it comes to running. And I have a hard time doing that because the only way I've known running in my past is it being like one-dimensional, and it is my life. Like, I just need to find the balance. And I think I have a good balance right now. Like, I'm still running a couple times a week, enjoying it, going to PB Run Club, and like making a lot of friends. I'm still working out multiple times a week too. So it's not like I'm just like sitting there and rotting and not doing anything. It just like looks different than I guess what I envisioned this year to look like after I came back from my injury, and I need to be okay with that. So like, a lot of life is about discipline. Like, if you want to get better at something, you need to be disciplined with it. And so part of me is struggling with that, where it's like, I'm just not disciplined and I'm lazy. But it's like, I also want to enjoy my life. And just because I'm not like super hard disciplined when it comes to running, it doesn't mean that I'm like not progressing, I guess. I don't know. I just want to enjoy my life. Why would I force myself to do something I like don't really want to do at the moment? Because I think it would cause more harm to me mentally than good. I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. I just feel like on social media I see all this content all the time that's like, you gotta work harder, you gotta grind, you're never satisfied, you can never be satisfied or whatever, which I honestly think that makes me hate my life a bit. When I just am constantly on a need to improve myself, I think I've just gotten a lot better at acceptance this year of where I'm at, and I feel so at ease. And I feel like people even notice it. I feel like I feel so much better. I'm way more intuitive with everything. Someone was just staring at me because he saw me filming. I'm just like way more intuitive with what I'm doing. And I feel like people can just see that I am a lot happier. People say, oh my gosh, you're glowing. Like, I get that all the time these days. And I really do feel like it's like I'm taking care of myself mentally a lot better than I was before, when I was like just forcing myself to do things that I didn't really want to do because I felt like I had to do it because of my past. I don't know. This was like kind of a long-winded answer. Also, I'm dating someone. This summer is the summer of fun. I'm gonna have a fun time, and I'm gonna try to like maintain a certain amount of fitness, which I have been doing, even though I feel like it's the type of thing where it's like I feel like I'm taking one step forward and 2 steps back in terms of my fitness, but that's okay because I'm prioritizing fun, happiness, mental health this summer. That being said, as you can see, I'm going for a bike ride today. How can you tell? Maybe because you can see my bike in the back, and I'm also wearing this Jelenew kit. You guys know I love my Jelenew. They also, look at these socks. Okay, I'm taking off my helmet. This is excessive. So like I said, I'm basically just working out this summer for fun, and like I've been doing some hard workouts here and there. Like I did a fartlek a couple weeks ago in terms of like running. Last week I ran on Pre's Trail for like 9 miles. I haven't done a 9-mile run in forever, and it was like under 8-minute pace. Whoa. Which is like a pretty big deal since I haven't really done that since I got injured this winter. But yeah, I've been going on some bike rides with my friends. Today I'm doing a solo ride by myself just because I want to like be at peace, you know. I just want to go for like a peaceful ride in San Diego. It is so beautiful outside. It's like 72 degrees right now. I will say I'm going to be drenched in sweat because I've been sweating profusely, so I need to drink my electrolytes. Yes, we're rocking the Jelenew kit as per usual. Shout out Jelenew, they're sponsoring this video. I literally am obsessed with these biking kits. I talked about it before, but basically like all of the biking kits before I tried Jelenew have been just foul, I will say. Like they just don't work for me. Obviously, like I have more curves than the average cyclist. If you just look at me and like I'm a really tall person, like it's just hard to find kits that fit well for womanly figures, and Jelenew is the only kit. Like look at how well it just like hugs my waist. These bib shorts. Like I just like how it comes all the way up rather than down here, because then when you hunch over like this, it doesn't like fold over, you know? So that's one of my favorite things about this. The straps are super comfortable. It's also like really cute. I just feel like it's so flattering for a biking kit. And even though it's gonna be like roasting out there, I wanna wear my black singlet because I just love it. I love the way it fits. I love the way it looks. Like I also don't have like the smallest arms in the game, but I feel like this just fits so well. It does not cut off the circulation down here. What is that bruise from? I have no idea. It doesn't cut off the arm circulation, which is ideal. It's just such a comfortable biking outfit. So I talked about it in one of my last videos, but like I highly recommend Jelenew if you're looking for like a new bike kit and you have more of a womanly figure, or you're just like a woman in general, because obviously we have a smaller waist, bigger hips, and these kits just fit so well, so I highly recommend. I'm gonna put links down in the description for all of the pieces that I'm wearing right now from Jelenew, and you can use my code that's also down in the description for 20% off. Go check them out. I highly recommend. I literally recommend them to everyone. Anyone that I ever ride with or ask me for cycling apparel recommendations, Jelenew is the way to go. I'll probably go for like an hour today because again, I like haven't been exercising that much. Like I'm not really training for anything. Since I haven't really like been training, then I feel like, you know, anything over an hour, I feel like I just get, it's like I'm pushing a little bit too hard, I think. My kitchen's also filthy because, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend now. I haven't really talked about that on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I have a boyfriend. His name's Ian. If you want to like see more about him, I post him on my Instagram a decent amount. Again, I just haven't really been posting on YouTube, but he's like super nice. He's 6'6", he's from Philly. That's why I'm going to Philly, and then we're going to the Jersey Shore to go to his family's shore house. I've never been to the Jersey Shore, so it'll be an interesting experience. But we've been dating for a few months now, and yeah, we hang out all the time, obviously. But he came over last night, and while I was at Run Club, made some steaks, and then he actually almost burned down my apartment and spewed grease all over my kitchen, and I have not had the chance to clean it because I am lazy and I want to go for my bike ride before it gets boiling hot outside. So yeah, I need some electrolytes. That's what I need. So like also I feel like that's why I've been kind of distracted, is because the boyfriend thing. I'm not very good at like working and having a boyfriend at the same time. Like I just get really distracted. This one, I will say, I think because it's like actually a healthy relationship, I'm not as distracted. Like in my past, because my relationships have been less than mediocre, I feel like I was just anxious and stressed all the time, and I'm like not an anxious or stressed person. Like I don't have like an anxious attachment style. I'm very secure. I'm very secure. Anyways, I feel like it would just be really distracting, but this one I feel like it's like, I don't know, it's just like a very healthy relationship. So it's kind of weird having a boyfriend though. I will say, like even just telling people I have a boyfriend, like I feel like it's just so foreign to me because it's been so long. It's like 4 years since I had a boyfriend, so love that for me. This is my time to overshare apparently. It definitely is an adjustment because I think I've just been so independent for so long, where it's like weird that there's like another person involved in my life, you know what I mean? I feel like I've adjusted well, but it's just like odd. Like it's just like a different lifestyle, you know? It's like on the weekends I'm not hanging out by myself anymore. Now I have a 6'6" man to hang out with 24/7 to make a scene with, you know? Like obviously we're gonna be making a scene. He's 6'6", I'm like 6 feet tall. Like just imagine us walking down the road. We look like crazy. Not really, but we definitely stand out a bit. Should I just overshare fully? Sure. I talked about this on my podcast a little bit like a couple weeks ago, but how do we meet? Okay, so basically I gave up on dating. Like truly, I had actually given up. Like I hate the dating apps. I just gave up. Maybe it's like a San Diego thing, but like people just don't like to grow up around here, you know? People just like to live like the party lifestyle. Like no one likes commitment. Maybe it's just today's day and age, but like I'm a monogamous lover girl till the day I die, and I will be independent. I will be single until someone will complement my life, you know? And I feel like that was not happening. Like even like on the dating app dates, like what's that TikTok sound where it's like some guy tries talking to you and then the first thing you say is like, no, I'm not gonna come home with you. No, I'm not gonna sleep with you or something. Like that's what I felt like I was doing every time I went on a date. Anyways, how did Ian and I meet? He slid into my DMs. It's a modern love story, okay? He slid into my DMs and said, Emma, I forgot what he even said now. Something along the lines of like, Emma, what do I have to do to take you on a date? And his profile was on private, so it was kind of a bold move. But then I looked him up on Google and I saw that he played football and he was 6'6", and I was like, you know what? I will inquire further. Yeah, the rest is history. So off the market, I'm off the streets. It's just such a good feeling. I just hated the streets. Ian treats me really well, so it's safe to say that it restored my faith in men, because for a while I was like, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. Anyways, that's enough oversharing on the internet about my love life. But yeah, you can go follow me on Instagram because I feel like I post more on there about it since I've been not the most consistent on YouTube. I'm gonna bring 2 bottles today because it's gonna be roasting. I also need to put on sunscreen. This video is already gonna be so long. I have like 20 minutes of footage already. I have a mental block with YouTube, I think, because it's like I don't pick up the camera and then I just like look at my camera and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to film for YouTube. And then it stresses me out because I like overhype it because then I have to edit it all and it's just like a little bit tedious. But I'm like, it's my job, I should be doing this. But then also, then I start filming a video and I'm like, wow, I really enjoy this. I love oversharing on the internet to my subscribers. So I think I just need to be in a routine more. So I say this all the time though, so I'm not gonna like, don't wanna get anyone's hopes up, but if you continue to watch me, regardless of my inconsistency, I appreciate you and I see you, my loyal fellas. Okay, I'm turning this off before I film for 40 more minutes. Frankie update, look at how cute she is, Frankie. She's so big now, like look at how cute she is though, she's still so cute. I feel like she has no flaws. She gets a lot of eye boogers. But no one can fault her for that, right, Frankie? Down. Stretch. Sit. Shake. Oh, you're such a good puppy. Yeah. People were asking like what I'm doing with Frankie since I'm traveling so much, but she is staying at my parents' house. My parents love Frankie. My parents are both retired. And also, like, all they want in this life is literally to have a grandchild. So I'm like, okay, I can give you the next best thing. You can take care of my dog for 2 months. How does that sound? I'm gonna miss Frankie a lot though when I'm in Europe. Even when I was just in Eugene, like I was just really sad. I was like, I miss my girl Frankie. But I am very grateful that I have my parents. If I didn't have like my parents close by, I mean they live like an hour away, so it's not like super close, but it's close enough. Also, wear your sunscreen, everyone. If I didn't have my parents like close by enough for travel, I would not have gotten Frankie because I know I travel a lot, so having a puppy and traveling is like not the most ideal, but my parents like have like a super cute golden retriever that Frankie loves, and my mom like definitely spoils Frankie, like 24/7 attention from my mom, so she'll be in good hands. I'm like already sweating and I had not even started the ride yet. Oh, that slays. My bumpy ponytail. Don't look at me like that, I have a boyfriend. I'm so annoying. Honestly, when I was in Eugene and then I lost my voice, I think my housemates that I was with were happy about it because I was being so obnoxious on the trip, but they love me for it, so. Like, Emma, it's really weird being around you and not having you talk. I was like, I know you miss the sweet sound of my loud voice. Yeah, pump up the jam, pump it up. Perfect. Stop talking and just go for a ride. Fine, okay. Okay, you know what? We need a better angle of this. Like, you cannot tell me that I don't look fire. Like, look at how sleek this is. Slay. Ooh. Like giving a cyclist, giving pro, giving a model, giving body yaddy yaddy yaddy. So sleek, it fits so well. Snug to the body, snug to the hips. Lightweight, cute, comfortable. All the above. All the above. Where'd you go, Frankie? I'm bringing my phone on the ride because I'm too scared to carry my camera because I will drop it. But let's go. We rockin'. I'm pretty sure I'm going with the wind right now, so I feel amazing. Don't ask me that when I turn around though. Kit feels amazing as per usual. I always get so many compliments when I'm like riding. People are like, I love your kit. I think because it just fits really well. The whole ride I felt honestly pretty good. I can tell that the Jelenew kits are designed by women. They use CurveTec and the kits adapt to your shape and movement. It supports and protects your key muscle groups like your core, lower back, shoulders, hips, and thighs. When I'm riding, I just feel super aerodynamic. Everything fits super well, and the kit feels amazing because I don't even notice it on my body, which is ideal. There hasn't been one ride this summer that I haven't worn my Jelenew kit. That's because I tend to feel way better when I'm wearing it than when I'm wearing another kit that makes me feel really uncomfortable on the ride and is always riding up and doing things that I shouldn't be doing, you know? Beautiful ride around San Diego. I love it here. I love living in Southern California. Cycling here is the best. We're done. I am drenched in sweat and probably snot rockets. Don't mind me. Oh, sweat in my eyes. So many snot rockets on that ride. How am I looking? Beautiful. Okay, rode for like 70 minutes, but I had to stop so many times on the ride. Like, I don't know why, there was just so many stoplights and things I had to stop for, like fire trucks and stuff. I always go too hard on my rides for like the shape that I'm in. Frankie is so mad at me, she needs to go to the dog park right now. I look like I just went through the ringer. I kind of did, low key. My water bottles got hot in like 2 seconds. It was very sweaty out there, so I need to rehydrate. Kit was amazing as per usual. Got a compliment on the side of the road. Eating a Trader Joe's bagged salad. Some of the cheese was literally moldy even though I bought it yesterday, so I'm pissed, but I'm still eating it because I'm hungry. I put some chicken in there and some black beans. I'm so hungry and I need to eat before I take a shower, and then I have to take Frankie to the dog park. Refuel. Okay, I'm at the dog park. There's not that many dogs here, so it's kind of awkward. Frankie, are you gonna play with the dog or? This has literally been the rest of my day. Me and Frankie have just been lounging. I literally have done nothing today. Frankie has slept forever and apparently wants to continue sleeping. Bombastic side eye. I like when she does this because it's cute, but then she just slams my chin and makes me like bite my tongue sometimes. Frankie, you look crazy. Relax. Ow! I think I'm gonna close out the video because like literally I'm not gonna be doing anything else for the rest of the day. And I feel like this video was already way too long, so. Frankie, you have anything to say? How do you already have another eye booger? I literally just cleaned them out 2 minutes ago. Okay, sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you for your eye boogers. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like this video if you want more vlogs. Follow me on Instagram, I post all the time on there. I will see you fellas in the next one. Peace out.